Okay.
What's going on, guys? If by chance you're one of the 3 people that are watching this that aren't my family or personal friend, my name is Tyler. Hello. It is a dreary Connecticut morning, but we are headed over to Swag Custom Rides in New Britain, Connecticut. They build a lot of really amazing cars. They're bringing one to SEMA that they're actually working on, and we're going to be able to see today. They're also bringing a couple cars down to different auctions this year, and they have a couple different projects that they've already finished there. So we're going to get a tour, a walk around of the place, get to see some really awesome cars. I actually went over about a month ago, and I met with the owners, and they said they'd be happy to show us around, give us a little tour. So we'll see what they have going on there. Maybe I know they did have 2 project trucks there that they've done that are just amazing, but I know one of them got delivered. No matter what, we'll see what trouble we can get ourselves into, but I won't tell you guys too much about the place. I'll let them tell you when we get there, so I will see you there. Let's go.
This is a 1957 Corvette. It's a resto mod. That is the way we feel the industry's going, especially now with the curve of new buyers who are looking for the look of a antique car, but the drivability of a modern powerhouse vehicle with disc brakes, and that's what this is. This is a Roadster Shop chassis on it with a 383 stroker, 500 horsepower motor in it. 4-wheel disc, and we're doing a lot of custom fiberglass work. We're also replacing the nose, but this owner has kind of really gone outside the box on this vehicle, wanting to build a true one-of-a-kind vehicle. So we have some unique fiberglass work that we're doing on the rear and the trunk area. We're also one of the few hot rod companies and restoration companies that is dealing with this Corvette as a resto mod, as a convertible, without switching to the hardtop. So this is going to be a workable, convertible top, and you'll see a lot of the fiberglass work that's been going on back here to accommodate how this top folds back into its chamber and where the wheels are, because the wheels, being a narrow rear end, really come in close, and beautiful red and white color combo with this, so it's the classic colors, and we'll integrate that into the interior. And that's this 1957 great older gentleman that has this. Just a great car for us to build, and a great car to put back on the market. 67 Nova, we have done a ton of body work on this. This came to us as a basket case, kind of Pandora's box. The more we dug into it, the worse it was, and this car came to us and the client thought it was ready for paint. That's kind of the classic thing that we hear from customers. Oh, my car's ready for paint. was a disaster, and it morphed from a single paint job to now flushing out. You can see Robbie's doing some metal work right now, doing a flush mount rear glass. There is no kit for this, so he's had to actually fabricate how this was going to be. Him and Glenn working together. He's doing the finishing touches. We've done everything from flush mount gas filler to flush mount Kindig doors on this, the door handles, and took off all the drip rails on it. The reason we took the drip rails off and shaved the doors and did that is because if you're going to go flush mount on the glass, then kind of everything needs to be flush. Everything needs to be smooth. So we're trying to follow a theme where the lines on the vehicle all look really nice, and you'll notice all the doors are welded shut, but they're working on the lines to make sure that it has what we consider in this business your normal gaps. Really clean, crisp gaps in the vehicle, and that's what they're going to work on. So this is a rotisserie, and it just happens to have a bird on it, a Roadrunner. And so this is a one-of-one 1970 Roadrunner with a 440 six-pack, four-speed car. The only one released in 1970, black with a gold interior. And this has a tremendous storyline. A mobster out of New Jersey owned this. Got busted in a sting, had a $3 million car collection, which was confiscated by the IRS. This was in a Mopar hot rod shop out of Pennsylvania. IRS took it, went to auction, been through a few different owners. We ended up buying it out of a warehouse with all the parts to it, and we are now in the process of bringing it back to a full restoration. This is a unique restoration because it's not a hot rod restoration or a resto mod. This is a full-blown delivery as if it was being produced in 1970. So every marking has to be on it. This is what we call concourse restoration. And so it has to have the right rear end in it, the right colors. So we're going through a very, we did a lot of research, hours of research to make sure every single detail on this matched how it was released in 1970. Very high dollar car. This car should sell somewhere around 180 and up, 180,000 and up. And so this is a really nice project to be involved in. And it's almost ready for paint also. The underside's already been painted. We're waiting for a new hood to come so we can gap it. And motor's already done. It's on the other side of the building. Transmission's done, powertrain's done, rear end's done. Interior, we're leaving the way it was. It was in great shape. So rather than redo, we feel like let's keep it to as genuine as we possibly can. So the interior is just being cleaned up, and it heads to delivery. Happen to be building what we call Twisted Sisters. These two Chevelles, one's a 66 and one's a 67. The 67 is a true SS, the 66 is a Cardone build, and so we have both chassis right next to each other because we are using a stock chassis setup on these Resto Mod Chevelles. Both of them have QA1 suspension, front and rear, four-wheel Willwood brakes on them, and so it was easier for us to try to pump both of the Chevelles out at the same time. The Cardone Chevelle, which this is the chassis for that's been sprayed. You'll see the body as we go over to the other side of the shop where the metalwork's being done. The uniqueness of this SEMA build, this will be at SEMA in 6 weeks to finish this build. And you can see this is the chassis and the body work's being done and metalwork being done next week. The uniqueness of this build for SEMA and Cardone is the fact that it is a dual fuel motor. It is the only muscle car that runs on ethanol and gas on the fly, switchable. So basically you can switch, click a switch and power gas through it, and click it back and run ethanol. So we're creating a custom tank for this, split in the center, and also running dual fuel systems straight through up to the throttle body. Phytech came alongside of us to build a unique throttle body system that can handle both of these fuel sources with switchable changeover, which is just very unique, and that's the part that we're presenting at SEMA. So we're pretty excited about this build here. The 67 is just a powerhouse big block SS with a great stance, unique interior. Both of them have custom interiors, and both of these clients are looking for the type of Chevelle that really resembles their own personality. And so that's what we're doing.
Awesome, so that was Swag Custom Rides. And the other thing that I do want to say is I'll be back as much as I can, hopefully, from college when they get builds done, when they're getting done, or when they're about to go out to different shows or expos. So I will be around to take a look at some of those projects as they get done, especially a couple of the builds in there that I saw when I came here last time. I'm really looking forward to seeing as they keep working, so I'll definitely be back there soon. If you are the person that ends up buying that 70 Roadrunner and you want to be my best friend and let me drive it around, my business email is down below in the description. But otherwise, seriously, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. But otherwise, thank you again, and I will see you next time. See ya.